How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prime Energon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Autobot SEASPRAY. Now, this is a G1 re-release from Walmart. You're able to find these at your local Walmart for about $29. So a fantastic figure, and taking a look at SEASPRAY here. Compared to his G1 look, he does have that look of the G1 character, looking very faithful to the show. So very nice figure. Love the coloration, love the figure itself and the proportions. He is a nice little mini bot. He looks fantastic. Taking a look at the details here, love the head sculpt, and the face mask looks really nice. Head is completely painted with a yellow. Nice blue for the arms. Is going to be made out of a blue plastic. The chest has a little bit of white paint on the center part of the chest, and you also do get some yellow plastic for the legs and the top part, and then of course the propellers up top are going to be made out of a black plastic, but looking very faithful to his G1 cartoon character. Looking very nice, very clean figure as well. Hardly any kibble on here. Backpack, no hollow spaces on him whatsoever. Everything fills out quite nicely on SEASPRAY. He loved this character, loved this figure. They did a really good job with this re-released G1 version of him as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation, shall we? So taking a look at SEASPRAY's articulation, head is on a ball joint. Can look a little bit down and a little bit up, not too much side to side as well. A little hard to get to with this whole canopy up top. Can go all the way around with no issues. And taking a look at the arms, they can go all the way around as well. You do get a bicep rotation. You get over 90-degree bend at the bicep as well. And no wrist rotation. They do go down and up just a little bit for transformation, but not too much. You do get a waist joint, although if you were to move the legs just a little bit forward, it does hinder that waist just because that little white piece hits the side of it. So make sure that the legs are straight, then you are completely unhindered with that waist joint. Legs can kick about that far. Again, that little piece does get in the way, so that is kind of unfortunate. If you move these pieces just a little bit out, you can get a little bit range of motion, but just be careful with those pieces because they are painted, it looks like. And then the legs can kick all the way out as well. They can kick all the way back. You do get some thigh rotation, and you get little over 90-degree bend at the knee, just a tad bit. You do get some ankle rock right there, and just a little bit of movement at the feet for SEASPRAY. So fantastic character, fantastic figure. He looks absolutely phenomenal, and you can get him in some nice poses. He does come with a single blaster. It's going to be made out of white plastic with some silver paint on it, and looks actually pretty good. Nice G1 blaster. You can have him hold it in his hand if you wanted to, or you could post it over here for storage. There's a little peg and a little hole right here on the side of it, so you can have him hold it right there as a side cannon. So let's go ahead and take a quick gander of comparisons with some other mini bots for SEASPRAY. So here we got some fellow Autobots. We got Bumblebee, we got Brawn, we got Gears, some nice little Autobots, mini bots to compare him to. So he looks fantastic. I'm definitely trying to collect my mini bot collection, and I still have to get that re-release or that G1 of Brawn that they also do have at Walmart. So there you go for your comparisons for SEASPRAY. So let's go and take a look at the transformation of this guy. So let's go ahead and transform him. So as far as the arms go, you're going to go ahead and rotate them all the way around until they are facing backwards. Rotate the arm all the way around. You're going to take the head and you're going to rotate it all the way around. Now, just to get that out of the way, you're going to disengage the back right here all of this will come apart just like so. And then now all of this is going to come up. You're going to get these two tabs on the sides, which are going to go into some slots right here of the chest. Connect that into place. And now we're going to go ahead and bring the arms down on this joint, which will swing them around. And you want to do this before you attach this plate. Bring the arms down. Do the same thing over here. Bring this around. Pretty simple transformation, actually. And then now we could go ahead and lock this into place and put this plate down. You're going to get two slots right here. They're going to go into those tabs right there. And that will secure everything when it comes down to the back part. Now going on over to the legs, you're going to go ahead and undo all of these panels. So just flick these out. Rotate this panel out on both sides. You're going to get this panel that's inside of here. You're going to bring that out. And then you're going to open up these panels on the back of the legs, just like so. And now for the tricky part is going to be the legs themselves. So you got to sort of line them up just right to get everything in. So you're going to bring out these pieces right here, bring them down just a little bit. And then you're going to rotate the chest piece so that the windows are facing forward. You're going to disengage right here and you're going to bring this whole piece back. You get that slot that's in there that this peg is going to go into. And while you're doing that, you're going to want to rotate the feet or the legs along with that as well, so you can lock that into place. And we're going to go ahead and bring the feet forward on this hinge on the inside and bring them all the way in and snap them all the way up. Now we can connect down the middle. And as you can see right here, everything is going to come together on the inside. And then now we could go ahead and rotate at the legs to bring them up at a little bit of an angle. And these two slots are going to go right into those tabs and line up just nicely. And now we can go ahead and snap these tabs in. Keep everything nicely secure. And you're going to have the legs sort of sitting at a little bit of an angle right there. And then now the arms are just going to go ahead and tuck in underneath, just like so. And tab that in there and make sure everything is nicely tabbed in. And there you go for transformation. Very easy to do and very nice transformation for SEASPRAY. He transforms pretty easily. And if we take a look at SEASPRAY right now compared to his actual G1 self, very nice comparison when it comes down to that. They did an excellent job with SEASPRAY. So taking a look at some of the details of alt mode in his hovercraft boat mode, very nicely done. Love the coloration, love the Autobot symbol up top. The propellers on the back look really good. This looks awesome. Love this hovercraft. This looks really nice. G1, love the coloration. The color separation between the blue and the yellow looks really nice. Loving the blacked out windows up front and up top, looking really good. You do get a little bit of a head syndrome on the back. The head is just sort of hanging out there, but if you turn it around, it will be pretty much invisible. And love how the arms come into the sides and create the little hovercraft. So yeah, very nice figure. Comparing it to some other mini bots in alt mode. So here we go with the rest of the mini bots. We got Bumblebee, Brawn, and Gears compared in alt modes. That way you guys get an idea of how they look together. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review of Transformers G1 Autobot SEASPRAY. A fantastic figure. I recommend go checking them out and picking them up at your local Walmart. Fantastic figure. Can be a little bit expensive, $29, a little high for a deluxe class, but still worth collecting if you love the mini bots. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And don't forget to subscribe, please, to Prime Energon. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time.